Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll find the restriction of this expression and simplify this expression. So first we'll start with the restrictions. Now in order to analyze a given expression like this one, we have to factor the expression if possible. Now we cannot factor the numerator because in the numerator the number and the x and the y terms are being multiplied. Similarly, in the denominator, the number term, the x term and the y terms are being multiplied. So we cannot factor the denominator. Now this expression has two variables, x and y. So we'll have to find the restrictions for both x and y before we simplify the expression. Now the restrictions are obtained from the denominator of the rational function. So since we cannot factor this expression, so we'll set the x and the y term equal to 0 one by one and solve for x and y, and that will give us our restrictions. So x to the power 7 equals 0 and y equal to 0. So we have to isolate x here, so we'll apply the 7th root to both sides. So as a result, the 7th root and the power 7 cancel each other out on the left side, and we are left with x equals, now the 7th root of 0 is equal to 0. So that's our first restriction. And now for the y, this is our second restriction. So we write the restriction as x cannot be equal to 0 and y cannot be equal to 0. So those are the two restrictions for this rational expression. Now we can simplify this expression. So the first step is to reduce the numbers in the numerator and denominator. So 30 divided by negative 6. Now 6 goes evenly into 35 times. So the result is negative 5. So we write that in the next step. Now we have to simplify the x terms. Now both of these are exponential terms with the same base x. So we can use the quotient law of exponents or the subtraction law of exponents to combine these x terms. So I'll write the law on the right side. So as per this law, so a to the power m over a to the power n equals, so we can combine these two exponential terms into a single exponential term with the same base, and we subtract the exponents. So here the base is x and we'll subtract the exponents. So it will be the numerator minus the denominator, so 4 minus 7. Now we can use the same law of exponent to combine the y terms. So we do y 3 minus 1 because the exponent of denominator y is this invisible 1. We do not write 1 as an exponent. Now in the next step we can subtract the numbers. So we get negative 5, x to the power negative 3, then y squared. Now in our final answer we cannot have a negative exponent on a term. So we'll have to convert this negative exponent into a positive exponent by moving this x term to the denominator. So we get negative 5 y squared over x cubed. So now both x and y have positive exponents. So this should be the final answer for this rational expression. So this is the simplified form of this rational expression, and these are the two restrictions for this rational expression. So keep in mind that the restrictions have to be found first before we simplify the expression, and the restrictions are obtained from the denominator. So we set all variable terms equal to 0 and solve for the variables, and those are the restrictions, and then we simplify the expression. So I hope you will find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.